Chapter 8. Terraphobia. Okay. Word. It's March 4th. Okay, so it's not a leap year. Okay. It doesn't matter anymore. So it's either 2022 or 2023. It's not 2024, because 2024 was leap year. Unless this is 2 days later. But anyway, chapter 8. Here we go. They didn't sleep one bit. They don't need it. Not tonight. Their thoughts were screaming too loudly. The sun rises and sets again, but they don't sleep. Demian can feel it. It's almost time for Slice to bloom. Sifting through their rotten organs and picking at their maggots and their bones, Slice is slithering around in the comfort of Demian's form. It rolls and squirms and turns all around inside the blood, as if trying to find the perfect position. And oh, they could feel every second of it. Demian can feel their body twisting in ways it never should. Slice is sprouting now. New leaves fed with the flesh of the old are ready to unfurl. It's wonderful, really. To be a part of something so beautiful and rejuvenating is beyond all of Demian's wildest dreams. This is who they are. This is who they're meant to be. Someone bangs on their room door. Demian! Demian wishes they could say the ruckus woke them up. Sitting up on the immaculately bleached and scrubbed bedsheets, they run their hand up their face to pull thick locks of hair away. What? They call, voice bleary. Demian, get up! Dad wants to talk to you! Ah, it's Margaret. Of course. Demian drags himself to the door and pulls it open. Margaret's face is a welcome sight, though her look of sympathy doesn't bode well for the immediate future. What's going on? I wish I knew. Dad and I are going home early, but he wants me to get you before he leaves. They stare at her, unblinking and unmoving. Don't look at me like that, she says. I don't know what's going on either. Dad just said to get you right now before your shift starts. He's going to fucking kill me one way or another. Demi stares into space, into the sprawling parking lot behind Margaret. They do live on the second floor of the motel, at least. Maybe if they jumped off the ledge, they could fall and break their arm just to get a day off. It'd be so easy. All they'd have to do is one little shove and... Demian, stay awake. This is serious. Back to reality. Demian blinks real slowly and limps their head down to stare at Margaret. Yeah, sure. Got it. Hey, are you okay? You don't look so good. I'm fine. Are you sure? No, I'm scared. I'm terrified, really. I feel great, actually. Don't worry about me. You know, you can talk to me if you're worried about something. I can't tell anyone what happened to me. I just gotta get through this. Nothing to talk about. Yeah, alright. Better get going, Maggie. You don't want to miss the bus. They slip past her, slamming the door shut and plodding down the stairs. In some little corner of their senses, they can hear Margaret falling behind like a lost cat. Just a matter of time until she takes off for the usual bus stop. Last choice of the route. Teratophobia. What is it? What is that the fear of? Let's find out together. Oh, geez. It's the abnormal and irrational fear of giving birth to a malformed child, being in contact with a malformed fetus or person, or the fear of monsters in general. Huh. Interesting. Oh, that's bright. Siegfried and Roy is bright again. Oh, God. Okay, there we go. Demian? Carl wheezes, placing a hand on their shoulder. There you are. Can I have a little chat with you in my office? Shut up, shut up, shut up, shut the fuck up. What do you want? Margaret is gone now. Ran far away, they bet, using the bus as an excuse so she doesn't have to get roped into it. I'd, rather not talk about it in public, if you don't mind. Why, so I won't make a scene in front of our guests? Tell me, you fucking coward. Sure. Like a cow being led to the butcher, Demian lets himself be all but dragged to the confines of Carl's dusty, cramped office. It's a terrible place to be, really. Demi has never really seen anyone come out happier than when they went in. What the fuck, bro? They once heard a woman who worked at the front desk get into a screaming match with Carl after he brought her in. No one ever saw her again. Demian thinks she quit. They never found out what really happened. Knowing Carl, he probably asked if she could work another double without overtime, and she hit her breaking point. Demi doesn't even remember her name anymore. They just remember all the hours she worked without thanks. Sit down, will you? You're making me nervous, Carl chuckles to himself. Don't get antsy. It's nothing that bad. For the first time today, Slice speaks up. You and I both know what he's going to do. Why don't you show him just how much his abuse really hurts you? Yeah, sure. Demian sits down, looking Carl in the eye. He doesn't meet their gaze. What's going on? Who died this time? They don't think it's a joke. It should be him, don't you think? It'd be so easy. You know how fragile humans are. No, it's not that, Demian. The motel is really on hard times again. It would be so easy to give in. I know. A bead of sweat drips on Carl's balding head. I've been trying to make sure you always get paid on time, but you know how it is. Give in. I've been trying so hard to be this way this whole time. But I know I'm not gonna let him. No, because giving in is violence, and I'm not gonna kill Carl no matter how much I hate him. You've been so good to us all, and I really hate to do this. Give in. So I hate to do this, but give in. Well, there's no easy way to say this. Give in. You need to work double shifts until further notice. Give in. Did you hear me? I quit. Both Carl and Slice are stunned into silence. Demi finally pulls her head up, looks him straight in the eye. Their knuckles relax as their hands open up again. A strange calmness descends upon Demian. This isn't the serenity a killer gets moments before taking the first plunge into their victim's heart. No, not even close. Demian doesn't care about Carl anymore. They wouldn't even get to it any pleasure from wringing his neck. He's just a sad, pathetic grifter trying to feel in control. Carl swallows, clears his throat, and winces. Did you misspeak? I know English isn't your first language and all, but I didn't. Their face is blank. I quit. I'm done. Effective now. I'm serious. And I speak English better than you do anyway. He adjusts his collar, sweat beating up on his thinning hairline. What can I do to make you stay? A raise? Is the coworker bothering you? A nicer room? If you were serious, you wouldn't have waited until now. Well, I didn't know you weren't happy. And now you do. I quit. Fuck yeah. You know, it's usually good etiquette to give me 2 weeks in advance. They speak their mind. There is no cruelty or malice in their voice. Just an eerie calm. You're lucky I'm even telling you now. You'd really be putting us in a bad spot, quitting without a replacement. I don't care anymore. No matter what Slice says, they won't hurt him. Demian doesn't want to. All they want is to be free. Carl sighs and clasps his hands together. You know, we really wouldn't be where we are without you. You're like a son to me, Demian. I'm not a man. A daughter, then. Or a woman. You know that. Well, Demian, you see... He stops, starts, and fixes his collar again. You know part of our deal was that you could sleep here as long as you worked for us. Yep. And... You know, just quit, right? Meaning you don't work for us anymore. I know what I said. Carl's hand goes up again. This time, he's loosening the tie that wraps around his saggy neck, strangling him in its cheap red fibers. Demi knows just a week ago they'd wished it was their fingers crushing his windpipe. Or there's words before help. Not anymore. Well, Damien, I don't... Carl gulps. He blinks. He clears his throat. Those bloodshot blue eyes dart around the tacky, cream-colored room, begging to find some excuse to get out of this awful conversation. Demian keeps their gaze steady, unblinking and unwavering in one single spot. Each breath feels harder than the last. Demian tells himself they are not afraid. In their heart, they know it's a lie. The truth is, they're terrified. They're so fucking scared it makes their mouth run dry and their fingers twitch with adrenaline. Carl is the one to finally cut the tension. Then, well, you know what that means, right? Yep. They nod. It means you're gonna give me all the overtime you skipped out on, And when you do, I'll be real polite and leave by the morning. I'll be good enough not to tell the cops about all of us working under the table for you and your nice little tax breaks, or the rent, or your missed money. I won't tell them any of that. The nasty wheeze that comes out of Carl really is pathetic. He sounds like a wrinkled balloon long past his prime, squeaking out its last bit of helium weeks after the child's birthday party. You don't have to do that, you know. I don't have to, but I'm not going to, because you're just going to pay me and let me go. Their heart pounds in their chest so hard it feels like their sternum could crack. It makes their ears ring in a way that gunshots and concerts never could. In a desperate attempt to keep themselves sane, Damien counts the beats of their heart. 1, 2, 3, 4. 1, 2, 3, 4. 1, 2, 3, 4. Carl makes that horrible little noise again, and it takes a great deal of effort not to laugh. Oh, all right, fine. I will, okay? Just come on, Damien. Don't do this. The relief is so sweet. Good for them. The only problem now is the festering, rotting mold in the pit of their stomach. At first, Damien just thought the rolling nausea flooding their nerves was the result of the stress wearing off. It was over, after all. It happened. There was no going back. Damien got their way. They didn't even have to stay in fight or flight mode. It's like the crashing low after an all-devouring manic drug high. Of course they're going to feel like shit after having their hackles raised to the extreme. The queasiness boils deeper, though. Slice is silent. Too silent. It saps the energy out of Damien's bones, even for the effortless ordeal of throwing what little belongings they had in a bag and absconding into the night. But they keep pushing through. The will to get out, to start anew, to be free overwhelms everything else. The illness hits its crescendo. Damien has no time. They cannot make it to the toilet and instead vomit all over their nice, bleached carpet. They'd actually gripe about this, but they don't have to clean it today. It's inky and a dark green and color of pine needles with none of the luster. Almost immediately, a sense of relief overtakes their stomach. They've seen this before. Yes, they have. It feels so long ago, but Damien has been on the opposite side of this before. This is truly, unequivocally... Damien manages to cough out, "What are you doing?" The other. Despite the ties that have been severed from host to parasite, they can hear its voice in their brain. After all this time, after everything we've been through, you still can't give me the decency of one good meal. Its voice is tinged in... something. Fury, maybe? In some part of their mind, Damien thinks they would be angry too. Ha! They fucking left us?! Really, bitch?! Ha! This time, they don't rise to the bait. They don't raise their voice, scream, kick, hit, or bite. "You're going to kill him," they say, tone flat. "I'm not a murderer." "You were broken. You were unloved. I descended upon you to close your gaps and bring you to your true self. All you had to do was trust in me." "Leave me alone. I'm never going to bloom with you." Slice isn't the only one who's tried to turn Damien into a monster before. "You stupid, pitiful thing. You could have been beautiful if we set ourselves free. But you were too much of a coward to give in to your true desires. You think I was blind to what you daydreamed of, day in and day out? Dana, you wanted to hurt. You wanted to break the bones of those who wronged you, to pull their skin open and cut up their intestines, to kill. That's all they were. It's just thoughts." Damien laughs with no humor behind the noise. "I don't want to really hurt people. And it doesn't make me a bad person for thinking it. It's one of my only ways to deal with things. But you know what would make me a bad person? Acting on it. And I don't want to be bad. All I've ever wanted was to be happy. I know blooming with you wouldn't have made me happy in the end." No, he's trying to say. So how many people have gotten this ending before? I can't be the only one. So leave me alone. Me! Hey! Nice. Nice. I'm sorry. Because we're all like, oh, I don't want to be super evil. It's so lonely without you. I'll be good to you. Just come back to me. Of course I will. No. Demian's been in the song and dance for too long. They are the cockroach in the hands of the fucked up kid with a pair of scissors. Now that they squirm their way from the child's hands, it's begging them to come back. It won't be too cruel with the scissors anymore. It made a mistake. It's sorry. It needs them. Please, Demian. I've unwound myself to my rarest threads just to keep you happy. You'll be okay. You have time to find another. Do you hate me? I understand if you do. Oh my god, the gaslighting. But know that you'd be the real monster if you left me. I don't hate you. I just wanted the best from you. I'm done. I can't do this anymore. It's barely even awake now, isn't it? It took a real amount of effort to spill from their body and their bones. Honestly, Demian thinks it's even worse off than when they came face to face with Dumpster Girl. But it's not their problem anymore. Demian's done everything they can, but they won't become a monster. Even if it means the other will be happy. We'll love them. We'll see them as family. Clean break. New shirt, fresh start. Demian cuts the ties themselves. They force themselves to ignore the whispering of a better half, pick up their bag, and leave its side. I know, right, Phoenix? Oh my god, it's gonna bond with Carl. They don't take the train, instead choosing to walk their frigid path through the city. Demian is dwarfed by the looming buildings that hang over their head. Gaudy lights wash their face in blues and reds and pinks. When Demian was younger and more naive, they used to stop and stare in awe at the nightscape. Now all they can feel is the bitter sting of hatred. Kingsfield Beach is a rotten place, inside and out. All it's ever done is take from Demian. Their happiness, their money, years of their life. It's all a quiet, insidious evil. Although I will say, my original ending is ending 2. I went back and did this again to see what would happen because we missed out on all of this by picking Hit Back. That's my canon ending. It's so lonely tonight. Try as they might to feel otherwise, Demian truly had grown used to the comfort of always being around someone, something. There is no longer a being to comfort them, to always be there when they get so jealous it makes them sick. It's cold, it's lonely. It makes Demian feel like a part of them has been ripped away. They were pulled from their cocoon before they were ready, but their heart knows the cocoon would have turned them into a monster. Liar. Demian glares at the left-side billboard through their hair. The model in the lights grins down at the streetgoers like a cannibal ready to dine and dash, clutching a glass of champagne in her hand while donning a cocktail dress made to turn heads. This could be you, the board wordlessly proclaims. You could be the lady who just won a jackpot at our most expensive casino, and you two can wear pretty little dresses and sip fancy champagne for the rest of your stay. Demian believed her all those years ago. If not her, they fell for her last iteration's lies and got stuck here for far too long. Sure as pathetic, it took some ancient flower titan to wake Demian up. They can't dwell on it for too long. They can't let themselves. If Demian thinks too hard, they'll lose their mind again, have another mental break, and then they'll be in trouble. Demian has just one place left to go before they can leave. For the first time, they stand in front of the quick-stop shop's glass doors with hesitancy. It's a familiar walk, one they've completed hundreds of times before. All Demian has to do is cross the wet street, push open the doors, and enter the store. Something about the finality of tonight makes them hesitate, though. Come on, Zhao, you can do this. You've been homeless before, you can be homeless again. Demian really does hate Kingsfield with all their heart and then some. Don't get them wrong. Still, like every other hellish situation they've gotten themselves into, it's almost saddening to leave it all behind. Demi has never had the comfort of being able to truly call someplace home. It's why they still miss their parents' place. They don't yearn for Ma or Pa, of course they don't. They just miss being able to delude themselves into thinking they had a place that they truly belonged in. It's crowded. So very crowded. Damien doesn't know why. Off the top of their head, there's no real reason why it should be. There's no fun holiday, no festival that brings droves of people to gamble their Christmas money away. Either way, the place is packed. Damien has to jostle their way through the seas of elbows and fists, keeping their head down. Maybe, if Damien's really lucky, they can slip in and out without Miriam seeing them. Damien reaches for a basket in the dwindling stack and throws as much as they can into it. The stack of money they have this time is a little thicker than usual. Of course it would be. All the skimming and scraping that Carl's been doing over the months finally came back to Damien in the end. Still, they need a budget. They need money to get out of this dump, one way or another. But it's okay. They're all too familiar with how to stretch their money out. What food is both the most filling and the cheapest? They know 6 different answers off the top of their head. Soon enough, Damien realizes they can't get any more food without eating into the transportation fees. Beans! Big old bag of beans! Better check out now before they get too greedy. Luna, I'm clocking out! The soft lit of Miriam's familiar voice lifts above the bustling crowd. Just this once, Damien allows themselves to look up to face her. They pay for the food and grab the plastic bags everything has been neatly placed in. Stepping to the one side, Damien lingers in the store one last time, just to see Miriam again. Luna looks swamped, trying to handle 5 customers checking out all at once. Please, could you stay a bit longer? I'm really sorry, but I can't. My finals are coming up and I really need to catch up. She's going to college? They really know so little about her, don't they? Miriam starts to untie the string in the back of her apron, turning away from Luna. Slice of perspective. As if time came to a standstill around Damien, both they and Miriam freeze in their tracks. She locks eyes with them and pauses mid-step. Damien? Miriam shouts over the noise. It feels like a whisper made just for them. It all comes tumbling out in one shaky gasp. Damien tries not to get everything out before they can change their mind or regret it. Miriam, I'm leaving Kingsfield tonight. Just thought you deserved to know. It wasn't your fault, it's mine. Hey, slow down! She gasps. Hey, come outside with me. We can talk out there, okay? Miriam's right. Damien needs to get out of here. The crowd's going to give them a panic attack, and this is a conversation that needs privacy. One drags the other out of the store, and Damien's not sure who's who. The night air is warmer than usual. Springtime is coming. The flowers are going to bloom eventually, and the barren trees planted throughout the city strips will sprout new leaves. Even still, Miriam grabs her coat in one hand, slinging it around her shoulders mid-stride. It's almost graceful in a weird little way. There's a bus stop a few minutes away from the quick stop shop. Miriam once said she uses it to get home whenever she has the money. Damien figures they might as well hop on a bus when it comes to. What's going on? What happened? Miriam finally asks. No going back now. Damien takes a deep breath and tells her everything. I lost the motel thing. The way Miriam's face crumples in shock and pity for Damien is what keeps them going. Don't look at me like that. I didn't get fired, I guess. I quit. On a whim, really. It was stupid of me, but I just couldn't take it anymore. I'm not sure I can stay in Kingsfield anymore, but I'm gonna be looking for something new, probably. Tell her the fucking truth, Xiao. It's the least you can do. Demi's lips tighten. Wait, no, that's a lie. I can't stay in Kingsfield, really. I'm sorry. I just got out of something really bad for me. It's hard to think right now. I just I can't afford to live here. Even if I find something here, I need a roommate or something. The thing I had with the motel was dirt cheap for a reason. Miriam nods slowly. God, Damien, I'm so sorry. You deserve better, really. I know you hated that place. I can't blame you for quitting. Damien spilled their guts, expecting judgment, and all they got was acceptance. It's not a feeling they're used to, but one they wish they tasted more. What are you going to do now? They swallow thick. I don't know, actually. I don't have anyone to go to. I don't really have anyone from where I grew up. My parents hate me just for being, well, me. I'm basically alone. Damien hitches their breath, fist tightening into some desperate attempt to keep themselves together for one more night. They can cry in the bus. Not here. Just talk to me. Just talk to me, they say. The crack in their voice slips out. Please, I don't want to be alone right now. Stereotypical masculinity is all about bottling up your emotions, letting it fester until the tears boil into rage. Stereotypical femininity is the opposite, breaking down sobbing at the slightest inconveniences and letting the rage melt into tears is typically what the media loves to plaster on the walls. Damien wishes they knew what the stereotype was for non-binary people. Maybe if they had a nice, neat little box to check, the discomfort would finally waver. The fear, anxiety, and sorrow beg to push free. They don't know what Miriam would expect out of them. An explosion of swears and punches and threats on Carl's life. A sobbing, snotty panic attack that draws everyone's gaze. Who knows? Until they get that answer, they're a ball of nerves that can't do anything but frown. God, Miriam really deserves someone better. Someone with their shit together. Miriam, in her infinite patience, keeps her voice so gentle. I may not have ever been in a spot like yours, but I really do understand some of it. I'm from Maine, and before I moved to Kingsfield for college, I don't think I'd ever been out of my state. I didn't really have any friends or family here. I was completely alone. Actually, I still don't really have much of a friend group myself. She coughs and buries her chin into the black wool of her coat. I mean, I like to think we're friends. Don't get me wrong. No, it's fine. I get it. Right, but, I guess what I'm trying to say is that I get it. I understand. You feel like you're always drowning in a pool and there's no one to throw you a lifeline? It's even better. I'm barely staying afloat, and there's so many people around me, but no one would give me enough of a dam to toss the floaty. I gotta stay real quiet and pretend that I'm just swimming, because if I even try to shout for help, suddenly I'm making a nuisance of myself. They neither know nor care if the analogy makes sense. To Damien, it feels like they've thoroughly soiled it. But now I'm getting kicked out of the pool and thrown into another one, and I don't know if I can make enough waves for someone to know I'm even there. A car whizzes by the bench, its rubber tires spraying gravel on Damien's boots. The white beams shining from the headlights illuminate Miriam's glasses for a heartbeat. As quickly as it appears, though, the light is gone. It fades far, far away into the night, flowing all together with the neon signs and pixelated billboards. Miriam slips one gloved hand around Damien's fingers. Her embrace is so light, if they pulled away, she would be completely let go. She would completely let go. I'm here, Damien. I know you're here. I don't want you to be alone anymore either. You deserve so much better, and I wish I could help in some way. It's the sweetest thing anyone's said to them in years. Like honey coating a throat full of knives, Miriam's words soothe a screaming brain. Just being here with me is more than enough right now. Damien sighs. The steam clouds puff in front of their lips again. I was always by myself whenever I ran out of money. It hurts, you know? Yeah, I'm here though. I'm here. She speaks again. Do you know where you're going to go now? No. Their voice is forlorn. I just got my last pay and the overtime I missed out on. Think I can survive off that for a while. While I figure out what to do now. I could stay in Kingsfield if I'm lucky, but I don't think even the strip clubs or casinos would want me to bartend. Shit. Fuck. I'm throwing a pity party again. I'm sorry. My thoughts are a mess. I'll probably take the cheapest buses to some city or state that doesn't hate me. You can stay with me if you like. Miriam blurts it out. Even she seems surprised by it. It's as if she shouted it before she could stop herself. It takes them off guard. If Damien had been walking, they would have stopped dead in their tracks. They gape like a dying fish. Mouth open, mouth closed. Eyes wide, blink twice. I mean... Webster, buddy, you don't have to do that. Seriously, I can figure something out. I always do. I know you can, but I don't want you to. That's the thing. I like you. I really do. Shit. Fuck. The least they could do is tell Miriam the truth about themselves. It's one thing to lead her on and vanish. It's another if the only reason she's extending a hand to Demian is because of her feelings. They tighten their fists and try to start explaining themselves. Webster, Miriam sighs so gently they don't think it was meant for them to hear. You never liked me in the way I liked you, did you? It's okay if you don't. I just want you to be happy. She deserves a no, one way or another. Webster, I'm Ace, they mutter, as if holding themselves back from coming out and proclaiming it with their entire chest. Sex grosses me out. I don't really date either. Never felt the need to. I mean, I tried before in high school. It didn't go well for either of us. Miriam nods. I guess that explains it, huh? I'm sorry I kept trying to ask you out. Sorry I didn't tell you before. I haven't really, people haven't really reacted too well whenever I say it. I'm just happy you don't hate me. She exhales through her nose as if mimicking a laugh. Demian thinks they're relieved. She didn't make a big stink about it, didn't throw a pity party or celebration. It's just who they are, and now Miriam knows. Demian doesn't have a good framework on what they think their ideal coming out response would be, but Miriam's response would be pretty close to it. And you're okay with it? Just being roommates or friends? Any moment, Demian thinks she could retract that offer. They'd understand. They really would. Of course. Demian, I want you to be happy. It doesn't matter whether or not we ever go out. I just like you. The relief compounds tenfold. Demian can't even help himself anymore and embraces Miriam tight. I can fix them. That's what that was. I can fix them. No, Miriam, no, girl. Sorry. Thank you. For the first time in years, Demian feels like everything is going to be okay. Play a perfect cowardice route. If that's being a coward, then fucking A. Call me chicken. Wow. Perfect cowardice route. You know what? Fuck you. Achieve the true ending. In fact, on a technical level, this is the worst ending. But it's the best ending for Demian and the best ending for Miriam, so yay. It's now the canon ending for the game. It is now the true ending of the game. I don't care what the dev says. This is the true ending, period. Thank you for playing Veins Like Tapeworms. I'm surprised there wasn't a bonus scene at the end of the other one, like ending 2. I like that I got them in order, though. That's a good one. I got ending 1, 2, and 3 all in order. Just cowardice. Wow. Partial transcript of a conversation between Miriam Garcia and Demian Zhao has been discovered. Would you like to read it? Yes. Date and time, November 20th, redacted. 2342. Location, redacted, Nevada. Here, look, it's right up here. All right, I'm coming. Sheesh. How the hell did you even find this place anyway? Ha, Jade! Well, when I first moved here, I wasn't very good at remembering how to get to my place. Webster, you live on the 3rd floor. I told you I was bad at directions. Anyway, well, I'm pretty sure the door to the rooftop is supposed to be locked. It always is when I visit friends in other apartments. Do you just wander around and try to climb to the roof of everywhere you go? No, wait, I didn't mean that. It's just something I notice. I'm trying to say no one ever goes up to the roof or tried to lock it for as long as I've been here. Sometimes when I feel overworked or I'm stressing out over a big assignment coming up, I go up here and get some fresh air and think. It's really nice, actually. Especially in the spring or right before winter. Really? Yeah, here, look, see this for yourself. See for yourself. Wow. It's beautiful, isn't it? Yeah, actually. You ever bring your girlfriend up here? Well, not yet. It's only been a few months. Amaryllis and I aren't really at that stage. Look, man, I don't know shit about relationships. I've only dated once and I work with him now. See? Happy endings all around! Miriam has a girlfriend. Demian hooked back up with Wickus in a friend capacity, now works with Wickus and his computer. Hey! Everything's great! Secret Rooftop Adventures just kind of sounds like girlfriend things to me. Well, maybe. I don't know either. Actually, it's all kind of new to me. I've just been touchy about it all. Confetti toss. Yeah, that's fair, I guess. Anything else is just gonna make me feel like shit. What are you thinking about? Well, I mean, I don't know. I've never seen Kingsfield like this before. I've always been right down there in the slums. I guess I'm thinking about that. This view really helps me with that too. Oh, my eye. It's easy to forget there's beauty everywhere if you're always at the ground level. Yeah, sure, but, you know, I don't think completely forgetting about the bad shit is the way to go. Like,
Leave my balls.
Wow, Remy. If I stay in the sludge for too long, I'm gonna think we're all hellish ghouls who never do anything nice for anyone. But if I keep looking at how pretty the casinos look from a distance, I'll forget I lost my life savings in one. I'll forget how badly the motel made me want to die, because its sign looks so nice from up here. Well, I'm not saying you should close your eyes to it at all. There's good and bad in everything. It just doesn't help to think about the bad all the time. Sometimes you just need to get out of the headspace for a while. Not everything in life is doom and gloom. Even if it's hard for me to remember that sometimes. Yeah, you're right. God, I was fucked up in the motel. All that blood and piss and other shit I had to clean up. The hours, the boss, the co-workers. Not Maggie, though. She was fine, I think. I don't know. I remember I'd get pissed off every time I had to talk to her. Don't remember why, though. Yeah, and look at you now. You're doing so much better. I don't really have the words for it, but you just seem happy. I don't know, it's like your smile finally reaches your eyes now. Oh, cool. Hi, Stu, nice. Was it that obvious back then? That you were miserable? Kind of, yeah. It makes you so hot. It's the drinking, probably, and the job, and the smoking, and the thing. I never did tell you about it, did I? That thing that kept dragging me down. I heard pieces of the story, but never the full thing. There's still a lot I don't like to talk about. Not sure I'll ever get over it, but it fucked me up real good. Told me everything I wanted to hear, you know? Wasn't my fault my life was in the toilet. It could help me rebuild, it could complete me. I think it even said it loved me a few times. Loved me the way I wanted. Things were good most of the time. We settled in together, found a routine. I didn't even realize what it was making me do until it was too late. What made you leave? I don't want to anymore, mind you. I wouldn't act on it. I know it's bad and all. I think I've struggled with intrusive thoughts and things in that vein for most of my life. I know how to keep them locked in. But it wanted me to do it, you know? Wanted me to hurt my boss when he was putting me on double. God, I think if I'd been in a worse place in my head, I might have slipped. That's what woke me up. It wanted me to become a monster in more ways than one. That was when I kind of snapped out of it. It could give me the world, but it wouldn't fix what I want. But that wouldn't fix what it wanted me to do. I think that was my reasoning. Sorry, it feels like a hair in my eye. Oh, Demian. Please don't. I don't think I'm just wanting to snap and hurt someone. I'm not. I'm really not. I don't want to hurt people. I don't think I do. I'm not proud of those days. Never will be. That was the worst version of me. I finally got over my outing, and all around that time, and there was just so much shit piling on me. It caught me at my lowest, that's all. And I don't want to go back to those days, ever. You don't have to explain it to me. I get it. If you ask me, it makes you a better person than you think. Huh? I mean, if someone has a devil in the ear, but they choose to ignore it and be good, what does that say about them? I'm not into philosophy or anything, but I think that makes you, well, not a bad person. It just makes you really, really good to me. And look at you now. You've come so far since then. You know what it was doing was evil, and you pulled yourself away. You walked away. That takes strength. A lot of it, really. Never thought about it like that. It does make me feel better, actually. It's kept me up sometimes. I guess these days I'm just kind of scared about what could happen in the future. It either found a new host or it died in the hotel. If I can get that bad at one point, who's gonna say I won't backslide again? I won't have a falling out with Wickus, quit, we won't lose the apartment, get hit with a medical bill that'll eat us alive. What'll happen then? Who will I be when everything goes to shit? If you're scared about going back to that state, it means you know it was wrong and you want to change for the better. I have an aunt who never worries about or regrets what she's done. I've told you about her. It's a long story, but she just got arrested again last month. A DUI, I think. Dude, that's like her 5th now, isn't it? Exactly! She thinks it wasn't her fault and it was okay. That's her biggest problem. Sheesh, at least I'm not her. See? You're already better than her, and you know it. And you won't be alone this time. Wickus and I, we really care about you. Both of us. You won't have to go through it alone. Thanks, Webster. I know I'm ass at showing it, but it really means a lot to me. Oh, you're fine, really. I don't know how Wickus feels, but I'm glad I got to meet you. What am I doing? I'm done raining on your parade. Let's go celebrate. Damien, it's just an internship. You don't have to. Well, I want to. I'm in a better tax bracket, and that Barthel guy you've been working for now seems cool. We can indulge a little. That does sound good. Come on, I found this Chinese place online. They're open till like 2. We can get beef hot pot or something. You ever heard of Jai Shao Ru before? I can't say I have. What is it? Pork belly, sprays and everything. Usually it's for New Year's celebrations, but I think we can make an exception today. Yeah, I'd like that. Come on, to new beginnings. Yeah, new beginnings. Yeah, see, any other ending I get is just gonna make me feel like absolute shit. End of video. Bonus C2, tranquility. I won't be able to. I can't. I wouldn't be able to. Like, no, absolutely not. No, I'm not gonna ruin. There's 6 total endings. No, no! You can't make me! I don't care about achievements. Oh my god. Scene 3, scene 4, and scene 5. Oh wow. I unlocked half of the illustrations. Haha. You have not unlocked this illustration. You haven't unlocked this illustration. You haven't unlocked this illustration. Yeah, fuck you. Oh my god, there's so many. Go down the orange route. Oh god. Wow. And that was Veins Like Tapeworms. Missing through with an all red route. I will put it up to the viewers if I am gonna stream all the endings or not. Depends on what the viewers want. I'll think about it. I usually don't try and get all endings in a game unless it's like super quick and easy. So, haha, yeah, it's because I was like hit them back. And it still ended up kind of good because he blew the thing out. The problem with a game like this is when all the other endings I would be getting would be way fundamentally worse than the ending I got that I like. It makes everything else feel not great. You know what I mean? Because in my mind, I like that. It's like Slay the Princess. I got the ending I got, and I enjoyed that ending. I don't ever want to play that game again and get all of it. Whole 10K word segment. Oh, Jesus. Yeah, I also like reading a lot does kind of take a bit out of me. It's a good thing I had water. Anywho, yeah, we'll see. We'll see. But anyway, yeah, that was ending 3, Veins Like Tape. We got all the chapters we played through. We at least got a solid ending. I'm okay with that.